You obviously played with a lot of successful DBs here. What have you learned just from the group, and is there one guy in particular you really absorbed a lot of information from?
Yeah, so since I've been here, we've had Alex, Bray, JG, KT, Akili. All of them are great, and all of them have different aspects of their game that make them great. But my favorite guy to actually watch, and I hate that I have to say this, but I looked up to Akili big time. And I think I try to take his confidence. I think that's the biggest part. You know, when you line up and it's one-on-one with the receiver, you see Akili out there, he's just going to sit there and he's going to play his game. And I think that shaped me into who I'm becoming right now.
This will be your fourth year in the program. You feel like it's your time now, and why do you feel like that?
Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of people have left, and I think it's time that I step up in the program, that I do my due diligence. You know, I've sat back for a while, and I think the window's there, and I think I can take that. But I think a lot of guys are coming too, so you'll see a lot more people step up. I think people have done their due diligence. You know, I think that everyone's worked for it. They work for it, and we'll see who earns at the end.
Yeah. What have you've had coaching turnover? What was the difference in philosophies back there now, or from a year ago, or?
Not really. Honestly, you know, obviously it's a new coach, different coaching style, but at the end of the day, it's we're gonna get out there, we're gonna be disciplined, know your assignments, and win the one-on-one battle. So I think it's all the same. Play aggressive, be disciplined, just know your assignments.
Can somebody, if somebody's watching you play, would they know what your style is, or do you have a particular? I mean, are you physical first, or are you technical? How would you describe how you play out there?
I think the way I play is physical. I think, you know, I'm not very tall. I'm not the biggest guy out there, but I think I have to let people know, like, just because of that, I'm not going to play small. You know, something a coach always told me was, small players can't play small. So, you know, I try to enforce that right away, that I'm not here to just be tossed around, try to show dominance physically. But yeah, I think that's the first thing you'll notice.
What were your goals going as someone that's been around? What are the keys to, you know, having a successful spring practice period?
I think a successful practice leads up with three things: energy, effort, and execution. I think those three things are very important, because if you don't have good energy coming out and you come out of that locker room, you're not ready to go, it's gonna drag the whole team down. You know, a negative thing is way worse than a positive. We want to catch fire out here, so I think having that right energy coming out to learn, that growth mindset, I think is very important. And at the end of the day, you have to execute. Like, you can't win football games without executing. So I think coming out here, being detailed in our work, offense and defense, as long as we are executing, it will be a good practice.
It said in your bio that you played rugby. I don't know how much rugby you played in your life, but
yeah.
How much did you?
So I played 3 years in high school. I played with my high school team, and yeah, I mean, we just did it in the offseason. Our coach told us, like, he wants us to go do rugby or track, and a lot of my boys growing up played rugby, so I hopped on the rugby team with them.
I'm just curious, how has that helped you with football?
It taught me how to. I think the best thing is it taught me how to tackle very well, like efficiently. I think it teaches great form and how to keep your head out of it, so like protection-wise. But also, it's just like a scrappy game. It's like, at the end of the day, it's this guy has a ball and I don't, I got to go get him down. So I think it translates to the field that way.
If rugby were as big a deal as college football is, do you think you might do rugby, or which one? Is there one you prefer over the other?
I love football. I like playing defense, and getting a pick or forcing a fumble is so much fun that I would just stick with football.
Are you surprised more offensive coordinators haven't tried to incorporate that rugby, the lateral?
Oh yeah, I think
it could work in the right system?
I think it could work. Like, I think it could actually be very efficient. But the problem is, you don't, like, now in football you got a helmet on, you got pads on, and I think, like, pitching the ball, it's gonna hit something. Like, it's not just bouncing on your chest.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that can go wrong. And you know, football, you also just hand the running back the ball, and it's downhill run. So, you know.
Well, what's it been like watching Coach Bray operate now as head coach as opposed to defensive coordinator?
That's awesome, man. I think he's done a great job. Like, meetings, everything, practices, he's doing a very good job balancing. Obviously, it's hard for him to, like, get out of that defensive coordinator mode, but he's doing a really good job focusing on offense as well as defense. He's splitting it up very well. I think he's doing a great job.
What's the biggest thing that you're trying to improve on from year 3 carrying over into your
Me personally?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I think the biggest thing I want to improve, I think it's my feet. I just want to work on just keeping my feet alive. I feel like a lot of the times I catch myself like certain situations, my feet die. So I'm just trying to focus on that throughout the spring. Another thing is, like you said, I've been here for 4 years now, so I'm not the young guy anymore. I can't be the little brother. I got to be the big brother and step up. So I'm trying to make sure I get a lot of the new guys and the young guys right, help them with the film, extra meetings, extra time. I think it's really important that we pick each other up because at the end of the day, man, like last year we had 12 DBs play. So if it turns out like that this year, I need to make sure all my guys are ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. All right, great. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.